Scenes are frequently trimmed or abridged for release in countries with stricter censorship. However, certain movie scenes are so explicit or savage that the entire film is banned. Here are the top 10 movie scenes that got the movies banned. Before we get further, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. Okay, now back to the video. Number 10 urinates on the screen, Bicycle Thieves, 1948. Bicycle Thieves, by Vittorio De Sica, is the pinnacle of Italian neorealism. Antonio Ricci urgently seeks his stolen bicycle, as he requires it for the profession that supports his family in post-war Italy. Despite receiving an Academy Honorary Award, Bicycle Thieves was prohibited in the United States by the MPAA. They were outraged by a scenario in which a little child urinates on screen. Despite the prohibition, Bicycle Thieves was well received and is acknowledged for influencing several renowned filmmakers, including Ken Loach and Martin Scorsese. Number 9. Disguise as a Woman, Some Like It Hot, 1959. Some Like It Spicy is one of the most popular comedies of all time. Yet when it was released in 1959, Kansas censors determined it was possibly too hot for their state. Jack Lemmon and Tony Curtis play musicians who disguise themselves as women to avoid the mafia. The cross-dressing aspect was deemed too distressing for Kansas audiences to the stomach by censors. Throw in Marilyn Monroe for some amorous scenes with Tony Curtis in drag, and you've got too many conflicting emotions for these censors to handle. Number 8. Suit for a Birthday, Catch-22, 1970. In Catch-22, Joseph Heller wrote one of the all-time great war books, which is widely regarded as a satirical masterpiece. Director Mike Nichols, fresh off the success of The Graduate, adapted the black comedy for the big screen. Unlike that classic, Catch-22 faded into obscurity, despite being purportedly banned in Portugal for featuring nudity. More specifically, a scene in which John Yossarian puts on his birthday suit and sits in a tree. Number 7. Explicit Violence, Straw Dogs, 1971. The early 1970s saw a rise in film brutality and inhumanity, and Straw Dogs was at the epicenter of the trend. The film features numerous explicit depictions of sexual assault, which sparked outrage among film censorship boards. The MPAA sought changes for an American release, while the film was outright banned in its home country of the United Kingdom. The full, unedited version was not released on home video until 2002. Number 6. Explicit Rapes and Beatings, A Clockwork Orange, 1972. Stanley Kubrick pulled all distribution of A Clockwork Orange in the United Kingdom after the film's release spurred multiple copycat beatings and rapes. He insisted that violent art did not transform people into criminals, but he chose to ban the film after receiving death threats and protests outside his home. From 1972 until the director died in 1999, A Clockwork Orange was unavailable in the United Kingdom. It is one of the few instances where a film was banned by the filmmaker himself. Number 5. Dog Urine and Other Contaminants, Pink Flamingos, 1972. Pink Flamingos was promoted with the tagline, "An exercise in terrible taste," and it was accompanied by a barrage of improper imagery and themes. Divine, a famous drag queen, plays the self-proclaimed filthiest person alive, and she eats a pile of dog poo to prove it. This sequence, among others, prompted several countries to outright prohibit the film. When the film was released on VHS in 1997, the MPAA rated it NC-17 due to a wide range of explicit perversions. Number 4. A Genuine Burial, De Cavalcanti, 1977. Emiliano de Cavalcanti was a well-known Brazilian artist, and his funeral was conducted in the Museum of Modern Art in Rio de Janeiro. Glauber Rocha documented the burial for a short documentary that won the Short Film Special Jury Prize at the Cannes Film Festival that year. De Cavalcanti's adopted daughter, on the other hand, was not as impressed as the festival's jury. The documentary, she claims, harmed her father's image by presenting scenes of his actual funeral. The court agreed, and the film was banned in Brazil. It was lost until 2004 when the family of filmmaker Glauber Rocha uploaded it on the internet. Number 3. Occasionally vexing content and criticisms, E.T. 1982. In 1982, children all across the world fell in love with a small alien known as E.T. by the time it arrived in Scandinavia. The film had already become a sensation. Children in Norway, Finland, and Sweden were outraged when the film was restricted to children under the age of 12. This was due to censors' concerns that the film portrayed adults as adversaries to children. They expected this to produce friction between the two countries' young and authority figures, but it had the opposite effect when children began protesting outside movie theaters with picket signs reading, "We want E.T." Number 2. Kids went back in time to make his parents hook up. Back to the Future, 1985. It is so offensive that a high school student goes back in time to ensure his parents hook up that it may be outlawed in China as a whole. The Chinese authorities did not approve of the contempt for history. They banned any films involving time travel in 2011. They believed that these films encouraged filmmakers to treat history frivolously. Therefore, they banned everything from A Christmas Carol to Austin Powers. They've since changed their tune about these pictures. Number 1. Double Murder, Silent Night, Deadly Night 2, 1987. Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2 continues Ricky Caldwell's Christmas killing spree. It has all of the classic slasher trappings, such as a lot of violence and naked females. Both were rejected by the British Board of Film Classification. Aside from the general lack of tops, they also requested that a double homicide be altered for video distribution. In this clip, Ricky kills a man with jumper cables before killing his girlfriend with the car's antenna. The distributor refused to make the necessary changes, and the film was banned in the United Kingdom. So guys, that was it for this video. What did you think about our video? Let us know in the comment section below. If you are new to our channel, be sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell to get notified about our latest videos. Thanks for watching.